Welcome back to Real Business Roundtable. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. What is the topic for the day?
Today, we're going to talk about wrapping your package.
Please.
And I'm
elaborate.
going to preface this before people talk shit. I did learn that term from Jordan Belfort on his show or on his training, his sales training. He was talking about wrapping your package. So I really wanted to kind of title this episode "Wrapping Your Package," which means how you present yourself, either in business with collateral, your logo, your brand, color scheme, your just overall, your presentation makes an impact on how people receive, maybe make opinions in their mind about your business. Your packaging and the way you are wrapped, so to speak, is going to have a huge impact on your success. And one of the most scary pieces of this is that when you don't wrap your package correctly or you don't present yourself in the right light,
Kids.
you pretty much almost will never know how much business you lost.
Yeah.
That's
There's no
the
way to
thing.
calculate it.
There are people out there, their business is a mess. You walk into there, it looks like shit. They got a shingle that's hanging. One of the chains are broken. I went into this, I'll give you one case study. I went into this I'm an 80s, 90s kid. I was obsessed with baseball cards. Obsessed. Like Rain Man. I would study those stats. I was like, okay, Ricky Henderson stole this many bases. Jose Canseco, fucking Tony Gwynn, Kirby Puckett. Just, I can keep going. Will Clark, all these guys. So I would just study their stats, and I was obsessed with baseball cards. So 80s, 90s baseball, I'm all day. Boom, boom, boom. Sometimes when I'm on the road, I will see a sports card, baseball card shop, and I'll pop in to see what do they have. I went into one. I'm not going to say the name. It was a mess. There was no rhyme or reason to anything in there. I just saw some Pokemon cards that were kind of pushed to the side of the case. If you're into baseball cards, you probably know what a common card is. A common card is a card of a player that is not really popular. It's
common.
Just some fill-in guys.
Yeah.
Nobody wants them. She had common cards in the case. And then I thought about it and I felt bad for a minute. I said, maybe it's the wife of the original owner. Maybe he passed and she's just trying to keep the business running.
It could be any scenario.
I don't know. I don't know. But when you see common cards in a glass case under lights, something's up. So I'm looking around, boxes everywhere. The place is dirty. I said, hi, are you the owner? And she's like, yeah. And I said, which, I was looking for like a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, the Upper Deck, the famous card. I think it's 1989 or some shit. So I was like, hey, I'm looking for the Ken Griffey rookie card. Now, if I find this Ken Griffey rookie card by Upper Deck, you can show a picture of the card. There's certain key elements. So for example, if you flip the card over, on the bottom in the center is a hologram. When you're judging the grade of the card, you want to see that hologram centered. I always look for that. When I see a Ken Griffey rookie, Upper Deck, flip that card over, let me see that hologram. So I was asking her, do you have the Ken Griffey? She had no idea what I was talking about. I'm like, it's an iconic baseball card. What do you mean? And she's like, I don't know what you mean. She's like, there's boxes over there. And I'm thinking, so what I'm trying to get at, rather than me going off on Pluto, talking about baseball cards all day, is this place was first a mess, unorganized. It was, the owner had no knowledge about anything. I asked her, I said, is there another owner? No, it's just me. Completely turned off. I will never go back there. I'm sure she's a nice lady, but there was no rhyme or reason in that place. I didn't. And if you know about baseball cards, just imagine going into a baseball card shop and it all being common cards. You know, John Smith, Joe whoever, like just like weird names of like players that did not achieve much.
Yeah, Dad. Yes, man. Good game. Stop it.
So when you are in business, remember the way you present yourself and the way, like your collateral, your logo, the color scheme, all of the things that you are going to do to wrap your package or present your business, remember that is going to make an impact on how people receive your business, how seriously they take you.
With that being said, you want to be strategic. You want to be calculated in the way that you market your product, market your service, market yourself, because that is going to attract the right or the wrong people. It could attract no one. It could attract everyone. How are you saying it?
Wrapping your package.
Wrapping your package. Wrapping your package is probably one of the most important things and one of the most important structures and procedures within a business. I mean, starting up a business, that is what is going to drive people to your business. That is what everything that is going to drive business to your business. That's the guidelines. So it is very important.
And if you're not creative and you don't have the budget to hire a creative agency, just look around.
Look at examples.
Do some research.
Yeah.
Research companies that are doing it, that are making things happen. And just, like, I have to stress, don't copy. Use it for inspiration, to give you an idea that you can work around, you can twist, you can recreate. Don't copy. There's nothing worse than that. But use it for some inspiration. If you're not creative and you're like, shit, I got this ability, I can build this business, I don't know how I should present myself.
This is like a make or break for businesses. Mm-hmm. You know, there's literally like the most simple business possible. The way that it is packaged, the way that it is marketed could completely, you could have one business that is not that, you could have two of the same businesses. One of the business could be marketed very simply, very plain. The other one is marketed in a very strategic way. That business is going to explode, and this business is not going to do too well.
I'll never forget the real estate software that integrated with Facebook. It was mind-blowing. Mind-blowing what this thing could do. And it was like $50 a month. I'm like, it's so cheap. The guy showed me. I talked about this in another episode. The logo was absolute shit. The fucking interface was shit. It looked like Craigslist. It was all a mess. And the real estate guy's sitting there in his office, and he's like, yeah, $50. I'm like, how has this worked for you? He's like, yeah, it works great. He goes, they should charge more. Tell me more how this works. This is exactly the same thing of another guy that I know that, based on what he told me, I don't know. He does 20 million annually. Reoccurring. Same exact output. It does the same thing. It's a Facebook integrated thing for real estate. 20 million. I don't know how much these guys do over here that were charging $50. But when I say the website was terrible, it was so bad. It was from 1999. So that's a great example of wrapping your package. You could take if I was a business flipper, I would buy that piece of shit, rework the skin of the interface, hire a developer to make it look beautiful and attractive and rebrand it and start doing some marketing and promotion and get some stuff going, and you could flip that business for probably 10x. So the way you are received is going to make a big impact. That company had so much potential, but because they were so...
We see it all the time.
Dude, it was just so frustrating. Yeah. And I said to the guy, I don't like repeating myself on episodes, but I did say to the guy, hey, there's another tool out there. And that's how the conversation happened. He goes, I'm already using something like that. And I'm thinking, what else is there? And he shows me, click, click, this, that, showed me the exact operation of it. And I was amazed. I go, this is the same exact thing that these guys literally down the street from us right now are cleaning house. So the reason why we say wrapping, for example, let's say you're in the checkout line at Market Basket. You see to your right-hand side, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Twix, Almond Joy, Payday, Hershey's,
Feastables,
Lindt, Mounds, M&M's,
Skittles.
You see the candy to your right-hand side. No one's gonna pick up a candy bar. I forgot Snickers.
Oh, and Twix.
I said Twix. Listen, I gotta focus. No one is gonna pick up a candy bar wrapped in a paper bag.
Actually,
You could have a delicious, tasty snack.
actually, if that shit says homemade or like some like German chocolate or something.
We're not talking about hippies. We're talking about everyday people.
All right.
Just to everyday. Listen. Chocolate wrapped in a paper bag compared to, let's say, a Snickers bar that has the nice logo.
That hurt.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
It catches your eye. It has design. It has appeal. It draws you in to make you want to buy the chocolate.
We're going to talk about how you can achieve that with
Yes,
your
so
business.
the same thing with your business. Don't not wrap your business's package correctly. Wrap it nice, put a bow on it, make it sparkle, make it look good. It's a representation of you and everything that you work for. So don't go, well, all I need to do is make a good product and do word of mouth. No! There's more to it than that.
It could cause an earthquake.
Holy shit. Someone could say you have a good product. They go to your website or they look at your shit and they can tell right away that you don't give a shit about your business. Yeah. Fuck these guys. I'm not going to tell Joe that I didn't go with them. That's what happens. You don't know. You don't know all the opportunities that you lose because you neglect how you present yourself. Now let's get into how you dress.
We're going to talk about
Hold on. Just listen.
I'm listening.
How you dress. My vibe with how I dress is how I present myself. I like wearing a company polo. I like presenting myself, and that's still acceptable in the tech world, is a polo with a logo on it. But I don't overly dress where I'm making my client feel uncomfortable. There are certain situations, if you dress a certain way, okay, it's appropriate for the situation. But I dress in a way that is real. It is where I am comfortable. It's the best representation of my day-to-day. Now, if I'm going to a wedding or something like that, I will absolutely put on a suit. But you should always, if you are in a startup or a business, I recommend making sure that the way you dress is in line with your customers. Don't go in with a three-piece suit acting like a hot shit, but you're pulling up in a broken down Nissan. They're gonna put two and two together and say this guy's full of shit. Just be genuine, be yourself, wear clean clothes, clean shoes, and wear a company polo and just be as real as possible.
Yeah, okay.
But you don't want to be coming in like the Penguin from Batman.
My baby, did you miss me?
It's all a show. It's all bullshit. Just be real as possible. One thing I want to talk about is cleanliness. Make sure, so for personal hygiene, make sure first and foremost, you don't fucking smell. Put on deodorant. If you don't like the chemicals in the deodorant, totally understand. You can buy an awesome product by Native. the unscented deodorant. Native. You can get it on Amazon. If you like the soap that doesn't have bad stuff in it, you can buy by Pacha soap. It's called Nada, N-A-D-A. There's no fragrance in it. You can still be clean and you don't have to smell like shit. Make sure you clip your fingernails. Make sure you don't have dirt under your fingernails. Make sure your nails are clipped.
What do you feel about manicures and pedicures?
You don't have to fucking polish them, okay? You don't need to buff. Just cut them normal. When you go into a meeting, make sure that if you have facial hair, it is cleaned up. You don't have a gross fucking neck beard. See this? Look. 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 Shave. Shave. Shape.
Oh, look, yeah.
Shape the fuck. See?
Shape the fuck.
Shape.
Yeah.
Shape. You don't want all the weird pubes coming out of your cheeks.
Yeah.
Wait, no. If you want to look like Paul Bunyan and you want to look like you just rolled out of the wheat,
Hey, it's a
you were
vibe.
sleeping there for 3 days because you were looking for some warmth by sleeping under the wheat, that's you, do you. But I'm talking about in business, when you are representing a company, be well kept. If you have froey hair, put some fucking gel in it and shape it nice. Just look presentable. If you have bushy eyebrows, which I do, just fix them. Just make sure they look presentable. Look clean. That's the key, is to look clean. Shave neck beard, shave here. Make sure your nails are clean. Make sure your hands are good. I'm trying to give honest advice.
No,
on
genuinely.
wrapping your package, because sometimes I see knuckleheads and they're out there looking like dog shit. And they're like, whoa, whoa,
Don't wear a hood.
I'm like, dude, you need to fix your shit.
Try not
So
to.
wrapping your package is not just your logo; it's how you present yourself.
Polo goes a long way too. Don't wear a hoodie.
Hey, listen,
and sweatshirt over your head.
To each their own. If you want to look like shit, then don't expect on selling anything. Listen, everybody can do whatever the F they want. I'm just talking to the people that want to pay attention to how they're being received. Those people that care. When you're dressing up clothing wise, to represent yourself as well as possible, make sure it is in line and appropriate for your industry and in line with your customer that you're talking to or you're meeting with. And pay attention to personal hygiene. It's very important. Nobody wants to be around a stinky person. So we talked about clothing, we talked about hygiene, we talked about cleanliness in your business. Mm-hmm. Cleanliness in your business. It doesn't have to be completely crazy clean. It just needs to be somewhat organized, clean floor. Make sure there's no stains on the wall. Just represent, because when somebody walks in, that's a representation of your company. Take it seriously. So we got into the logo, the representation online. Make sure you have a nice website. Make sure you have good graphics. Make sure your collateral is modern. Make sure your collateral looks professional. Make sure you're just everything across the board. Anything that a customer can see is your wrapping. Take it seriously. A lot of small businesses don't. And then we get into, well, how's business? Oh, I'm barely making it. I'm barely surviving. And we're like, we can fix some things for you. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. Just remember, it's very important to wrap your package and put a bow on it, and it will set you up at least for the opportunity for success.
Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Real Business Roundtable. We hope you enjoyed the episode and gained some value. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time we post a new episode. Also, check us out on Instagram for updates more. Peace out.